Hello and welcome to my channel. We're going to try foundations today for the more mature skin. One that I've been using a lot recently and one that I've only just started using, and I'm going to put one on one side of my face, one on the other, and we're going to see how they look. So if that sounds like your bag, then please keep watching. Okay, we're going to get straight into it and we're going to use our fingers. So the first one I'm going to try, I've been using it for ages actually, is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Liquid Foundation, skincare infused with hyaluronic acid, available in 40 shades with an SFP of 17, which kind of makes you wonder why they bother. Anyway, it looks like this. And I really like it. I mean, I've been using it for about 2 months and I haven't got a lot left, to be honest. The other one we're going to use is a Fenty Beauty. Now, I can't remember why I decided to use or buy this one, but I think I must have read that it was good, or maybe I read that I don't know, anyway, I can't remember, but I decided to buy it, let's put it that way. Now this one is much more expensive. It's 25 quid, I think the the L'Oreal is only £5, £4.99, that's amazing, and it is really good. But so the Fenty Beauty, I've tried once or twice, not entirely sure about it, but let's give it a go. Anyway, this is it here. And that has, I don't know if it's got anything in it really. It just says Eaze Drops Blurring Skin Tint. Yeah, anyway, I think it says it's hydrating, so let's just see. So I'm gonna, as you can see, I've got a bare face. I've got skincare on, so I've got hyaluronic acid serum. I've got, what have I got on top of that? Oh yeah, my CE Ferulic, my super expensive CE Ferulic drops, and then on top of that I've got a moisturiser that has an SFP in it, a CeraVe. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put this on my fingers actually. It's quite liquidy, which I really like. I don't know if you can see that at all. But anyway, here we go, and we're just going to put it on one side of the face. It's going to be a bit weird, but that's what we're going to do. So let's carefully, it's lovely and liquidy, this one, which I really like. Goes on super easy. I've probably put far too much on now. But anyway, let's put it on one half of my face and see how it looks. Oh, don't forget the moustache. A bit round the nose. Yeah, I've got a bit too much on my, I should have put my hair out of my eyes. Anyway, so let's see. It does feel, has it got a slight oil to it maybe? But anyway, I really like it. And it goes on, and I think it's got good coverage actually. Let me just magnify my mirror so I can actually see. Oh yeah, make sure I blended it well. Now sometimes I put it on with a sponge. It just depends on my mood really, how I'm feeling. So there we go, that's one side. Now let us put, oh sorry, I should have said what shade I am. So I'm 5N in the L'Oreal True Match. Now let's give the Fenty Beauty a go. So I must admit, when I first tried it, so I've only tried it a couple of times, it was a bit thin. I mean, to be honest, it says it's a blurring skin tint. So, I mean, it's not, necessarily going to be a full coverage, is it, if it's a skin tint? So let's pop that on. I think the colour may be slightly lighter, but I don't know there. I hope you can see that. Now, let's pop it on. Actually, it's very similar consistency, really, to be honest, to the L'Oreal. But it is a lot more expensive. So let's see how it goes. Actually, I might use this hand on that side of my face just to, because that's what I would normally do. So, let's see. How is it looking? Actually, do you know what? It's interesting. It seems to have more coverage than maybe I was a bit timid when I used it before. It'd be interesting to see if it's more blurring than the other side for 25 quid. Okay, so let's see, we're nearly done. Nearly done. Just make sure that it's all blended in. I've got a bit on my lip there. Okay, so I think we're just about blended there. Oh, no, maybe around the nose. I don't know about you, but honestly, these blooming, as you get older, these sort of crinkly bits, it's really difficult to stop the foundation or anything else from settling into those lines. I mean, to be honest, I don't see how things don't settle into lines, because if there's a gap, something is going to go in it, isn't it? I suppose it's just about whether it can blur it a bit more, but still, let's see. Right, okay, so that seems to have settled down, and so is the other side. So what do we think? I'm going to see if I can come as close as possible. Let's just see. So on this side we've got the Fenty, on this side we've got the L'Oreal. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back in a few minutes after I've put the rest of my face on, and then we'll do another review and see what we think. See you in a bit. So I've made up the rest of my face, and I wonder if you can tell the difference between one side and the other. I'm not sure that I can. I'm going to put my glasses on and just see whether I can look in my magnifying mirror to see whether I can see the difference. I mean, actually, you know, I don't think there's much of a cigarette paper to get between them, really. This one, okay, oh, maybe I haven't mixed that so well. This one's a little bit darker, so the L'Oreal a bit darker, maybe. I mean, actually, I think the Fenty looks rather good. Yeah, maybe it is a bit lighter coverage. I don't know if you can see at all if I come a bit closer, but actually the Fenty, which is on my left, so probably your right, maybe a little bit more natural. What do you think? Anyway, I'm pleased with that. I think it was a useful exercise, and I think I might start using, I mean, I've still got some L'Oreal left, so I'll finish this, but I'll definitely start using the Fenty more because I think it looks actually quite nice. I mean, I've put some powder on and blusher. I haven't put any bronzer on. I think it's very slightly glowier, if that is a word, glowier, I don't know, on the Fenty side than on the non-Fenty side, the L'Oreal side. Anyway, I hope this was useful. I mean, obviously the Fenty is much more expensive. It's £25 as opposed to £5. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the market for a new foundation, then I would definitely give this a try. I mean, now we can go into shops and try things out, so it might be possible for you to try it out. Actually, do you know what I'll do? Just before I finish off, why don't I just swatch them? Actually, it'd be better if I do it on my arm, wouldn't it? So let me swatch them. So this is the Fenty, and this is the L'Oreal. Let me just, where's the little doobrey? There it is. Oh. Actually, gosh, there's a massive, I don't know, it must be my eyesight. There's a massive difference between colours. I don't know if you can see, but that's the L'Oreal and that's the Fenty. Oh my gosh, they are so different, aren't they? Well, so different. The Fenty is much lighter, and maybe that's why it looks better. I don't know. Fenty on the top, L'Oreal on the bottom. But the consistency is very similar. I mean, maybe the L'Oreal slightly runnier. That's the only difference. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed this. The first time I've actually made one half of my face up in a different foundation. But to be honest, I'm not seeing anybody today, so I don't think anyone's going to go, ah, you look really weird. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing and leaving me a comment below. Have you tried either of these foundations and what did you think? And do you think it's worth spending 25 quid on a foundation, or are you happy to pay a £5? I must admit I was amazed that the L'Oreal was only a £5, and it's worth every penny, there's no doubt about it. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!